What's a typical day like for you as a choir director?
Wow. Nonstop, 24/7. I teach a regular day at school, have my prep period, hall duty, things of that sort. But then, go in my office, kids knock on the door, need advice, need to talk to them. Some of my students, were in shelters. Some of my students were going through so much, wanted to commit suicide.
Wow.
And then a lot of my students sometimes didn't have money to even eat, so I would make sure they had something to eat. Or if I had students who are part of the show choir and they couldn't get that outfit or shoes or couldn't get that haircut, so I said, okay, not a problem, because sometimes the parents didn't have it. And I didn't want that kid not to want to be a part of that show choir.
Right.
I just said, okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it happen, no matter what. So my door is always open, all the time.
Yeah. Why is this important to you, that you open up your heart and your life to these kids?
Steve, I just heard you say something about what a teacher said to you that wasn't good.
Right.
And when I was young, sometimes I didn't feel good about myself. And I remember I used to have a gap in my mouth, and I slurred my S's. Therefore, sometimes there were kids who would make fun of me, but the other kids loved me because I could sing, and I could play the piano, so I had that in me. So I said to myself, I'm a great person inside, so outside that beauty just comes out. So it doesn't matter what maybe someone else says. So then, I started putting that into my kids. I started telling them that they're handsome, they're beautiful, they can go places,
wow.
They can be anything they want to be in life. And always think about just being positive, always putting a smile on your face all the time. And that's what I try to instill.
I got to tell you, man, flat out, teachers just really don't get enough credit. You almost really have no idea what they're doing at these schools a lot of times. A lot of these teachers are really involved in a lot of kids' life, man. If I didn't have a teacher by the name of Ray Davis, a psychology teacher who came to my house one night in the hood and told my father, if your son stopped hanging around these two boys right here, your son gonna be something great one day. Both of these guys are in prison. If he didn't make this step to my house, I promise you I'm not sitting here today. And he came in the hood at night, which was like unheard of in '73. No, not in Cleveland. He's passed now, but man, Ray Davis, man, was one of the great teachers in my life. Is teaching them confidence like a priority for you?
My family instilled it into me, So I make sure that it's also instilled in the students all the time. I'm gonna just give you a little example. There was a kid that was walking down the hallway. He had his do-rag on his head. And I see him, I said, you are handsome. Why don't you take off that do-rag? Just take it off and you'll just present yourself so much better. He just took it off and then just walked past and said, thank you, miss. Or I see another young lady just say, you are so beautiful. And then she just walked like, wow. So in each kid, I just try to instill something positive, just like I was given when I was a kid.
Wow. Yeah, now I heard you talk about Broadway, and I heard you on Broadway. Do you miss being in the spotlight?
I miss it, but guess what? It's all through my kids. All my kids, when you see them on stage, that's me. That performing, that they light up, that's me. Yep.
Well, here's the deal. Since you do so much for these kids, I reached out to my friends at New York Dress, and they heard that you spend your own money to help out your students. So now they want to help you out. So they're giving you $5,000 to go towards whatever you need.
Oh, wow. Wow, so nice.
See,
thank you so much.
But that's not all. New York Dress is also going to hook you up with a brand new dress that you get to pick. So, see, you got this money and you got this dress. You're gonna really need somewhere to wear it. So take a look at this.
Hey, Lynette, it's Brian McKnight. Steve told me about how you're creating a home away from home for your choir students. So what I thought I would do is to treat you to a night out to come and see me in Napa Valley at the end of the month. How's that sound? Thank you for keeping music alive for these kids. And I'll see you real soon.
Yeah. You know something? My mother was a Sunday school teacher. And she taught me this growing up. She said, God blesses you to become a blessing. And the more God can trust you, the more he'll give you to be a blessing. He just got to know that he can trust you. And obviously, he trusts you because you give so much of yourself to so many people without anything in return. People are noticing that. And you way over there in New York, we heard about it way over here in LA. And we brought you out to tell you how much we appreciate you. Because you represent so many teachers out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
For everybody at home, if you're looking for the perfect dress for a special occasion, New York Dress has the largest and most stylish selection of dresses on the internet. Just head to NewYorkDress.com to learn more. Please give it up again for Lynette Carr Hicks. Hey, I'm Steve Harvey. You want more of that? Well, don't just sit there. Go get it. Press subscribe or click on this list and you can see all the amazing videos you want. Press it. Press it.